Kim, I have one, maybe two more questions. I would like to go back and reference something you talked about earlier with respect to using, models and human judgment, how the two interact, and what are some of the things, underwriters across the industry should think about when they're deploying analytics innovatively, both today as well as in the future.
Yeah, I think that's a critically important question, right? Because this isn't about replacing underwriters, right? Models don't bring business in the door. Models don't, react to changes in market dynamics in how they're going to make recommendations, right? We need that human judgment supplemented by the model, right? I could come up with an analytical roadmap to turn around any business using analytics, but what I develop is probably going to be, unachievable in the marketplace, right? Because the model doesn't understand the market, and the point isn't to use the model. The point is to improve business performance. And the best for business performance improvement comes from humans aided by advanced analytical models.
Yeah, and we talked about that earlier in the context of the Moneyball example. Again, sabermetrics have been around for decades. It's the way Billy Beane used it and deployed it, and how he innovatively used that to overcome a variety of constraints, and he did it exceptionally well. To your point, that's the piece that's frequently missed. It's not to replace the underwriters, it's to better inform them so that they can outcompete given the inefficient marketplace they find themselves in.
Right. We all have seen examples where even the best models make things worse because they're used incorrectly, right? This is why I call data science, advanced analytics, whatever you want to call it. It's a change management function. It's about how you use it, right? I would always rather have a B+ model and hit it out of the park on the right adoption. I used to get asked all the time, well, what if somebody, an underwriter leaves the company and they're going to know all the variables in the predictive model? And I said, they won't be able to implement it. It won't matter, right? Because it takes a real specific skill set to change behavior in a way that people adopt in the right way the analytical insights.
The question that I wanted to ask you, Kim, as you talked about the importance of humans as part of the analysis, and as we talk about analytics and data science. And when we go back to the Nexten 2030 paper, we kind of painted 4 scenarios. Would it be fair? Would I be putting words in your mouth if I said that as you look toward the future, that you see the world moving more incrementally, kind of taking a pragmatic approach to improvements in data science? Or do you see a scenario being much more aggressive where 3-4 years from now, something is really going to cause this to break out and we're going to become much more innovative, both on the human side and on the kind of data science side, using algorithms and the like in the prediction of risk?
So I would say that the answer is both. All right, and I'll go back to my comment earlier about data science, machine learning, AI. It's a change management function. There are not a lot of people out there who understand the analytics and can lead change. And I think that factor alone is going to limit the speed with which, on the underwriting side, we can get to a point where we've leveled the playing field in the use of human, analytically informed human judgment. I think on the efficiency side, there are huge opportunities to move really fast. And ChatGPT, which I don't know about you guys, but it's all the buzz here at Liberty Mutual. There's just a tremendous opportunity there where it's less about change management and it's more about process, where we can take some giant leaps forward. And I think if we as an industry play things right, we will be able to make huge change in the next 5 to 10 years on that side of things, on the efficiency side.